Hi. Nice to see you again. Welcome to another episode of Faith-Filled Friday. Hang on, let me make sure I got this on. I do. Welcome to another episode of Faith-Filled Friday. It's Pastor Steve Meldy with Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. It's just Friday at noon Tucson time, and I come online to just give us a little challenge of faith. My car remote. I think these things are really pretty amazing. Remotes for TVs. Yes, I'm old enough to remember when clickers came into being. Click, click, click to change the TV channel. I'm actually old enough to remember when we didn't have clickers. When I was a little kid and I was the clicker to change the channel. Anyway, I'm fascinated sometimes by technology, and I think about how these things send out a signal that causes something to happen because they've been tuned to that, made for that, trained for that. I think in a way, we Christians are like that. We've been tuned to the grace of God in Jesus the Christ to share our lives in a way that might help others come to that too. And a lot of times, especially lately, we think we're really not supposed to be doing that. We can't talk about our faith, it's imposing. But we can do it in ways that aren't imposing. Now look, you get it. The analogy breaks down because the remote forces an action, right? And I don't think that we Christians should force an action or reaction. But I do think that we can be a transmitter of the grace of God in Christ that might help cause change in other people's lives. And I get it. Believing that Jesus is the Messiah doesn't make everything okay in life. But it does change how I face everything that's not okay in life. It actually changes how I face things that are okay in life. In fact, it changes everything that I face and how I face it. My challenge for you today is to be that agent of change, that transmitter of God's grace. Just sort of pushing it out there, allowing people to see in you the goodness of God in Christ, telling others about what it is you believe, showing others how you believe in the way you act, in the way you respond online, especially in our social media posts. To truly be that agent of change that brings about grace and peace, the grace and peace that God had planned to bring from the very beginning. And in so many other times in the stories of the Bible, you see God correcting the creation, bringing that grace and peace again. You can do that. Yeah, even you. And you're called to. Because now, as a Christian, as a person of faith, you're a transmitter of that grace and peace in your own life. So look at what signal you're sending out. Ready? Have a good weekend. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Faith-Filled Friday. It's Pastor Steve from Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Join us on Sunday for worship. It's the 1st of September, Communion Sunday. Woo! 8:30 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Tucson time. Hope you'll join us. cpctucsonaz.org is our website, cpctucsonaz.org. You can log on and join us in worship there, or in person is even better. Thanks for being with me today. Grace and peace to you and to all.